No. It ain't easy, believe me. They want you keep it truth as a secret. The people need it, reveal it. Yeah, we are the future, can't defeat it. If we get to your life and meaning, emotion I run while I read it. Right now, my journey, I'm a feeling. Coming more brighter days appear when it's time clear. And now you will be the light that guide me in the dark days. Forgive my past, oh Lord, it make my heart pain. Protect my soul, cause them want me to pass it. Them talk to me, them just kill my friend now when them want to me. Out of red, no see nobody fi argue with. But when a man fight on me, them can't bully. But powers in the prayers and song moving. Triumphant, they think we can't do it. Color me not this, but put my heart to it. Leap of pressure, depression, we stay strong. Now give in to frustration. At the cream and the cup of frustration. Try again, now me never cause failure. And the more than just the fear we get braver.
My check.
And I get a hero and I design to be jailer. Coming more brighter days appear when the storm clear. And now you have the
Mike, check. Yeah, man. I should check this thing to see if it actually populate. So we know this thing has stay, you know. Anyway, I say give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. Give thanks. The dollar, an illusion for money. We always talk about money, and sometimes we're not too specific. But when we talk about the dollar, we are the world reserve currency, specifically the US dollar there. Where if you want to buy oil or anything at all, you have to convert your national currency to the big boys, them US dollar, you know. So any dollar, any Federal Reserve note, we consider it an illusion for money. Hence, on our trick with people where work hard out there, you know, them the corporate construct that we call the world out there within their commercial economy. When you work, usually you get paid, if not in a cash, by what is known as a draft or a check. And if you should go to the bank to cash the check, you're going to get Federal Reserve note, which is legal tender. And what is a legal tender? When you break down the legal tender, it's just a legal offer. A tender is an offer. And just like anything else, it requires consent. Yeah. So because of the common consent of the people, or for those who engage inside that commercial economic system, then that give the dollar, which is an illusion, it gives validity And it can only be sustained by the consent of the many out there. Remember, you know, we share information where we are say everything bankrupt, including the government of Jamaica. And in 1933, them have information out there where shows about them rearrange everything, them remove substantive, what would I call gold and silver, what carry some kind of intrinsic value. They remove that from, you know, say, the population, you know, or they move it from circulation and then replace that substantive gold and silver with negotiable instruments, meaning them remove the thing where you could have just, like how we have some silver kind of move around with, them take away that, now them have paper. You understand? Just paper. And this is the illusion what them place upon our people. So people do all kind of things for just a piece of paper. We have no intrinsic value without the consent of the many out there. And the very laws that are in place that govern the corporate construct, those laws that are in place to govern the corporate construct express these things clearly to us. But again, it's whatever you choose to focus your attention on, that's where your interest may lies. So because my people have this affinity for money, and specifically for the dollars, then we have to try share information every single time for direct and show people that this is what it really is. Intrinsically at the root. I remember now we said grassroots. So we are sure, so boy, at least we are reason. And I say, watch your man. If you are work and you get paid in a Federal Reserve note, I remember there is no money. And the Federal Reserve note is just a means of tender because it's a negotiable instrument because there is no money. And then remove gold and silver, so it's backed by nothing but, you'd have said, them would say that it's backed by, you know, the confidence of the people. And this is our basic breakdown, you know. Because we're now going to dismiss the fact that this thing is in place. And when you have a whole bunch of this debt paper, you can function within this debt system. Yeah, you hear the word? Debt. No life, no debt. And it gives the illusion where you can, just like Monopoly, you use the Monopoly money for purchase boardwalk, Park Avenue, all kind of apartment building, just like Monopoly. And this is where all of these dollars are we are look at. This is why I say we have to dismiss China when them say them invest $2 billion here. I would say validate that claim, verify that claim, prove to a man such as I or our people. Prove to us, boy, you know, that $2 billion is not just a trick, book data entry. Show us what does that $2 billion back by? Who back that $2 billion, that negotiable instrument where our fictitious government sign on to without the knowledge of the people, without full disclosure to the people who elect these government officers. At them level are we for reach. At them level are we there. So the rest of people them have to catch up. everybody are engaged in a commercial business for profit or gain, yet them don't know what it is them again. It's like you exchange your sweat equity for nothing at all, unknowingly. Unknowingly. This is why we are here, for shine light in some dark places so we can remove the darkness from these places. Them use word wizardry for totally subjugate we. Yeah, man. Because them come with them words, so-called English. However, every now and again, them rearrange the definition of these terms, the definition of these words. When I say, see, if we apply ourselves, all we need to do is remove whatever is added to all words. What's the foundation? What's the etymology of the word? And let's work with it. We're going to remove the suffix and the prefixes from the word so we have one word, one definition, and avoid the deception, the word wizardry, and the confusion. And we have to choose to do that. We have to come up with our own concept of things and how we choose to move forward and approach what is out there. We can't depend on the very same enslavers to educate we or re-educate we so we can function more appeasing to their society. We have enough of that. And we're not going to consent to people who look like us but do not have our best interests at heart, specifically the Africans over there. We're not going to subscribe to no policy where broad brush all of us as if we're all the same when whatever we went through, they are just now going through over there. The colonization that is being perpetrated over there begins over here. Because the very same Aryan Anglo foreign guys use Spain with the Moors of Morocco, those North African Negroes. So we have to be specific when we are move forward. We should not be afraid to make the distinction or choose to distinguish ourselves among all others out there. We should not have a problem. This is why I have to bring my people to this level, from the base to the basic. This way, them not for going to the university to present themselves this way, for articulate themselves this eloquently when they so choose. Yeah, man. So again, we have to know. We can't just have, I try operate on belief. We have to know so we can become. And when we become, we have function, not just operating as a slave. I know people take offense when I use the term slave, but my ancestral spirit said, give it to them that way. Don't fancy it up. Because when I call most on a slave, it resonates within a soul and stir something within us to make one feel offended. Because that is what truth do. It may be offensive, but it's not no sin or no wrong. It's just truth. So when you choose to continue in your slavery by your own free will choice, then don't be offended when you're called what you are, slaves. The very documentation where you use and demonstrate that. This is why you are required to be licensed, because you cannot function when you're a slave without permission. And the permission is always in the form of licensing by way of registration. Has nothing to do with recordation. God, a free man function where he lay his record for his foundation, for his posterity, because this place has been invaded and polluted by foreigners. So now the truth is hard to find. It's like a needle in a haystack. Hard to find what is truthful. Hard to find the ancient path, the old way. You won't find that so easily anymore. We have too much fictitious entities operating for the interests of the foreign oppressors. Too much of our people has sold their very soul for profit or gain, specifically for the dollars, the British pound and the US dollars and all of these dollars, which is an illusion, but it's unbeknownst to them. God, this is how the synagogue of Satan operate. They have to deceive. God, they can't come openly and challenge us. God, naturally, we're righteous. So them have to spoil us first. And then them take advantage of us. Talk truth out there. And when you don't have no truth, stand down. Because you won't find them kind of truth here. In a huge crowd, you're going to have to seek it out. And seek, and you shall find. When you knock, it shall be open unto you. So show respect. Yeah, man. And humble yourselves out there. Because humility is strength. Yeah, man. I'm going to move away from talking about the illusion of the money and the dollar. Just for a few, and touch base on a situation where I really need a little sit down with some of my brethren them and discuss. Because we have people over there in England where find themselves out of status, as you would say, because them probably go to England on a visa or some kind of work thing or some kind of thing. And for whatever reason, it seemed like them overstay them time. And after 10, 15 years, probably some man now want naturalize, like married a white woman or married, you know. Some man not necessarily want to do that. Some man not fortunate enough for that. So me I said, if we look at the laws that are in place, one of the things where we prevent you from remaining lawfully over there in Britain is the fact that you're a Jamaican citizen still. So for me personally, if I was in that situation, we are talking supposition, because it's okay to hypothecate then. Yeah, man. So we are talking supposition. If, for instance, a man such as I was in the United Kingdom or in England, and we go up there legally, because I don't know nothing about law, so I might enter over there legally and sign some kind of contractual agreement saying I'll remain there for probably 5 or 6 months and then return. However, I know I never go do that. Me only want a break. So now I'm there in England, time run off. You know, me have a little restaurant work and me do my thing quietly, now get involved. However, I know so the time gone and me even meet woman, but I really want married and me have all children, but I'm 15 now. 2, 3, 5 years pass. Now, I'm out of status legally, not lawfully. Because lawfully, you can go anywhere you choose in the earth. Listen to the distinct. Excuse me. Listen to the distinction. Lawfully, you don't need permission to move across the face of the earth. You're supposed to can lawfully leave one point to the next point and go anywhere in the earth. However, it's not the same for the world. Because the synagogue of Satan create them world and glass it over the earth, so them are govern the world affairs and the world system. I wonder if they are them I get the dichotomy. I wonder if they are them I get the duality. Yeah, man. This is the level. Let's take it there. Because of that, we have to work with the 1948 British Nationality Act, and where Winston Churchill, that Aryan vagabond, and his political party at the time, you'd have said, discriminate against the West Indians because of who we are, West Indians, copper color Americans of the West Indies. So when them discriminate against us and kind of bar us from moving freely across the earth and within their political world system, then in I think a 1981 or 85, them amend that document. However, because the people on the location here, them not really pay attention. Now, when you around Europe, this is just, my opinion, my supposition. If I did stuck around Europe that way, the first thing I do is renunciate from being a government of Jamaica citizen. It might be a bit complex, but more than try to do it the Babylon way. What I would do is get a document from the government of Jamaica website saying renunciation. And I would apply the basic knowledge we me have to that document and get that document either notarized by a justice of the peace in Britain. That's what me would do. And when I do that, I put that document on the public record around Britain, any public record. And after I do that around Britain, I print it, send a print of that very same document, my renunciation of being a government of Jamaica citizen. I print that around Britain in a national gazette. And then I get the certification from the printing place as proof, so I give them public notice. So the record, public record area in Britain, I go service, and I go have the certification from that location, and then I go run it in the Gazette, the British National Gazette, and I go have that other certification. So that's 2 certification, not a registration, not a begging a pardon. A state say, boy, I am no longer a Jamaican citizen. Now I might seem stateless, but you're not stateless, because before them come with the Jamaican citizen, you was a British citizen, naturally. What would I call a national of Jamaica? So if you're there around Europe and you do what me I tell you for do now, and this is just my supposition. Nobody carry me on the court, because I'm not going to make error if you don't carry me on the court, so I'm not assume it. This is just my supposition for my brethren, them where they're around Europe, afraid to send a strength to my office and power me up, so I can stand up here and kick out them British guys that teeth in them inns court. Yes, some will stay from and shake up them Templar Church, shake up them inns court, shake up them Bar Association, Credit Union. Shake them up from this office, but on a petty. That's why I'm dealing with them, so I'm burning them, so now I give you information for you to do it to yourself. When I don't want to call me, come forward and fix up on a gratuity so I can give you counsel. Outside of that, here it is, free. I don't have to pay for it this way. The moment I have this certification in my hand, this is proof that I am no longer affiliated with Jamaica and its politics. If for any reason I did register as elected as a voter or anything to do with voting, then I cancel those things. Every little thing, I just cancel it one at a time. Because nobody put a gun to your head and say, do these things. You've done these things voluntarily. Just like when I run up on a credit and then I want to dismiss the fact that you guys went into contract and make a mess of yourselves. People have to choose to apply themselves, get the knowledge where you need, and work with that. Get your truth and stand on that. Now listen to, not even me. Don't just take my word for it. Go do your research. Go do your research. So when you're there around England and you remove yourself from Jamaica, now you can even apply back for your Jamaica passport. You get me? And fill out the application accordingly. Say you're not a citizen of Jamaica, but you still going to get a Jamaica passport. Will look like all the regular Jamaica passport. Only thing, the data within it got change. Because it got say, boy, you're not subject to what go on in Jamaica. You're more align yourself with the Commonwealth, which is the British Empire, which govern even the mainland America by way of them Anglo Congress what them have over there. Fooling all those mainlanders over there. And them information they will bring were unique. Yeah. And watch me, it's not just talk. We still depend on the dollar as an illusion. But them very immigration system what them have in place is also an illusion, because these very immigration officers are immigrants themselves, my people. So how can you there in England and have issues? Just get some knowledge and make we decide for contest them. We don't have a problem. Let's let them verify them claim. When them are give a certain kind of argument like them get authority, who them get the authority from? They can only interface and interact with the legal entity. You understand? With that juristic person. Are you getting it? With that estate you have out there where you abandon because you don't know what going on. Prima facie evidence, the birth registration form or the birth certificate, what you call it. You understand? That is what is known as a sophisticated financial instrument. So don't take my word for it. You attorneys out there, rebut what I'm saying. I know you're learning. I know you're learning. Because you can't get none of this in your law school. Impossible. Because you only got to learn legal process. Has nothing to do with law. Yeah, man. And your bar labor union, you know what I mean? Your labor union, which is that bar association, that's the only card on the use. That's where UNO purport as license. This is why I say knowledge make my people free, just like our knowledge will make I free and maintain that. Easily, I people. Anyway, we are pass through, you know. Salute to the young artists them out there, Joshy. I mean out there, clap it out them. I like the flow. Certain music I listen, you know. Yeah. And Massacre from around our city side. I know him from in our town. I know me also pass around our independent city and you know. Yeah. From them side there. And the artist hard. I like certain tune. Yeah, man. I like hardcore tune. I love the soft flow tune. So that's us. That's us. Yeah, man. That's us. Talk to them, warrior.
No. It ain't easy, believe me. Them want you keep it truth as a secret. The people need it, reveal it. Yeah, we are the future, can't defeat it. If we get to your life and meaning, emotion I run wild and read it. Right now my journey, I'm a feeling. Come on, know brighter days appear when it's time clear. And now you will be the light where you guide me in the dark days. Forgive my past, oh Lord, it make my pain. Protect my soul, cause them want put it past here. They talk to me, them just kill my friend now when them want to me. Out of bed, no see nobody fi argue with. But when a man fight on me, them can't bully. Papa was in the prayers and song for me. Triumphant, they think we can't do it. Tell them in this, but put my heart to it. Leap of pressure, depression, we stay strong. Now give in to frustration. I the cream and the cup of frustration. Try again, now me never cause failure. And the more than just the fear we get braver. And I get a hero and I decide to be jailer. Come on, know brighter days appear when it's time clear. And now you will be the light where you guide me in the dark days. Forgive my past, oh Lord, it make my pain. Protect my soul, cause them want put it past earth for fighting, do my band firm. Life experience and no classwork. If you no get the lesson, then you can't learn. Gotta give me blessing, we no got church. Band fighter. survive. Yeah, the fittest and the fittest survive. Bad fighter, strongest soldier get the fight. Strongest soldier get the fight. Fighter. You see a pressure bush burn, and a pressure build diamond.
Pick up the pieces, yo. Pick it up. DJ man. Pick it up, warrior.
I'ma say, oh, Jonathan.
I leave on now. Salute out there.
Just picking up the pieces from the puzzle of life on my journey. Man, I won't be a down, I stand sturdy. I won't be a down, I won't be a deal. Only thing I worry about a fading, lift it up and watch it fading. Catch a rifle on the railing, cause them want to take me out. I'm fit when the bearding, paranoid me on the raving. Mount a youth in the graving, from them this me press them out. Tell them the saving, mount a title when me naming, mount a rifle when me aiming. From me shoot, me make it count. Them say me change, you know, they when it raining. Man, did solid, no complaining when me had it full of doubt. Some man a bigger and some bigger mouse. The pussy them a watch it cheese, me pop it off and fly a ghost. We bad for real until them higher gloves. We got so real, me keep my prayer close. Our riches get a youth desire mouse. Get the bitches fire ounce, I light it up the fiber bounce. We know them not the hands, some guy bounce. Me say the clip full of a fight, so the world while you try to dance. Pieces from the puzzle of life on my journey. Man, I want be a dog, me stand sturdy. Me no more be a dog, me no more be a deer. Just picking up the pieces. Them not really love you, me know the street is. Them pussy, they will kill you, the meat is. Me no worry a night, me no worry a day. Hey, move me down.
Salute Joel Jaguasi. Out there, Nantucket Island. Salute Freeman. Yeah, man. The eye is connected and attached to eye. Same way, House of Dallas. And that's where authority are derived from. Dallas Castle represent that old ancient Dallas. Yeah, it not come from no politician. Our house seal depict with society. A work Indian nation. Ancient say. Them no know, because it's new to them. We have set our precedent out there. Salute, warrior. Salute, my lord. Yeah, man. Talk to them artists.
Just picking up the pieces from the puzzle of life on my journey. Man, I won't be a dog, I stand sturdy. Me no won't be a night, me no won't be a day.
Watch me. There's a next side what I'm not talk about for the British people. I mean, what you have to do is use an affidavit. We just create, construct an affidavit. Where a man like I, where's a free man, because you ask I to represent you now, I just put you under the House of Dallas. Verge security. And then I represent you, so you just go one side in our corner. You don't even have to speak. You don't even say a word. Because now I'm the king. I make decree for you on your behalf. Uncle, this free man can present it this way. So I now go have a problem. I get an opportunity for shake up around a Britain, especially in the immigration department with law and truth. Yeah, man. Real action I earth. Earthquake around there, sir. Yeah, man. So they have to step up to it. So again, I'm not going to give you everything because you don't know intellectual property and our creation with us a supposition out there. I show some theory out there. Boy, I'm energy a long time. I'm not chant, me numb me yo ho renge kyo. I'm not chant that for a while. And me I tell you, say, to them I get in a solid chant. And me I tell you, lift the energy, Rasta. So me I forgot maintain. You know? my morning and noon chanting, and start, maintain the spiritual energy there. Because it got necessary, surely. It got necessary out there. But yeah, man, the ones that have to be creative in them thought, in them thinking process, So one can, come up with some different kind of solution, some different kind of application, not just this, the local domestic thing for the domesticated ones. Push a thing outside of the domestication. Bring it on the international stage, the international arena, the international theater, and perform out there. Demonstrate your knowledge out there. Make them know, you not just believe. And burn the synagogue of Satan to them core in all of them variations. Burn them out there.
Me no more be a night, me no more be a day. Only thing me worry about a feeling, lift it up and watch it failing. Catch a rifle on the railing, cause them want to take me out. Half it when me bleeding, paranoid, me on the raving. Mount a youth in the graving, from them this me press them out. Tell them the saving, mount a title when me naming. Mount a rifle when me aiming, from me shoot me make it count. Them say me change, did they when it raining. Man did solid, no complaining when me heart it full of doubt. Some man a bigger rat, some ganja mouse. The pussy them a watch it cheese, me pop it off and fly a gun. Me bad for real until them higher gloves. Me got so real, me keep a prayer close. Our riches get a youth desire mouse. Get the bitches fire ounce, I light it up the fiber bounce. Me know them have the hands on ganja mouse. Me say the clip full of a pies, so no well while you try your downs. Pieces from the puzzle of life and my journey. Man, I want be a dog, me stand sturdy. Me no more be a night, me no more be a day. Just picking up the pieces. Them not really love you, me know the street is. Them pussy, they will kill you, the natives. Me no worry a night, me no worry a day. Hey. Move me don't worry, you feel know your child friend. I feel the house, they are meta the judgments. See them all house, they get to use his hand for that. Highly blessed with a vision and them could be blind the lens. I don't break, no. My heart, my bed, no time for sleep. I find the street and find the bread. I must say, no turn the cheek, I don't fit it, no try defeat, deny no breast. Let me go read what the Bible said. Looking at the mirror, but me no see me. True legend of the future, if you not believe. The journey is supposed to still a pick up the piece. Just picking up the pieces from the puzzle and life on my journey. Man, I won't be a dog, must stand sturdy. Me no won't be a night, me no won't be a day. Hey, picking up the pieces. Them not really love you, me know the street is. I'm pussy, them will kill you, the natives. Me no won't be a night, me no won't be a day. Hey, could no lie down in a no bed, me want scope. Jaja, me no want dead, me no want foot. Still night, she fling her head in a scope. Now promises say me a go heaven a joke. Go they go make it up, me know so me now. I grade in a brain, champion got throat. I pay me a clear and a plane a throat. Man I live without fear, yo. Nothing can miss, everything in a gear. I had to prove myself, it's money bring me a chair. Bring me a crown, I see the king you appear. I see the thing you steer. Self-face money bring me a chair. Bring me a crown, I see the king you appear. I see the thing you steer. Just picking up the pieces from the puzzle and life. Bring me a crown, I see the king you appear. I see the thing you steer. Just picking up the pieces. Prove myself, face money bring me a chair. Bring me a crown, I see the king you appear. I see the thing you steer. Just picking up the pieces from the puzzle and life on my journey. Man, I won't be a dog, must stand sturdy. Me no won't be a night, me no won't be a day. Picking up the pieces. Them not really love you, me know the street is. Them pussy, them will kill you, the natives. Me no won't be a night, me no won't be a day. Pieces.
Same way, warrior. Yeah, man, you will show them all kind of love and them still kill you. You will show all kind of kindness and them still kill you. Look upon Christ, Jesus Christ. All of what the man doing on the earth, so them still killing, as they would say. So I man just choose to live my life. Yeah. And live it my way. Not guy way. and arm myself with knowledge, correct knowledge, and insulate myself with a whole bunch of information. Yeah, man. To insulate me from the Babylon oppression. So I say out there, man, know yourself so you can stand up firm and strong. Again, man, know yourself so you can choose to stand up firm and strong. Salute out there. Yeah. I forgot to get back to my project, you know. Out there, Joel Jaguasi. Salute Bolinga. Out there, Joel Jaguasi. Free man. Yeah, man. Free man out there. And them wait the more time, you know. You just pass through and hold your own energy. You know, fear, you know. A dance to a guy tune out there. You just create your own melody, your own rhythm, your own vibration, your own frequency out there.
Yes, indeed. Because a lot of things going on in the past, and some of it in a proud about the same way, but here I come before thee as a sinner. Well, you know? Reading. Midnight. Hello, it's me, talking as a sinner, praying to you earnestly. It's cold and freezing, talking as a sinner, begging your forgiveness, please. Yeah, Father God, me have it for me, and me know you know. When I go bring in the circles and the roundabout, shop full of dope if you my family not a proud. If them fi ever know, when me a do one night time with the berry for me belly keep well overload. Me no feel a pull on me feel a soldier clothes all my life. All my life me only know the road. Yo, but badness I'm only code. My past me not proud of, but me ask you for guidance. My heart is in fear of you, still me fall many times. And the way that this cold world start to climb my ties. I'm can't be a fool of the jam in life. Hello, it's me, talking as a sinner, praying to you earnestly. It's cold and freezing, praying as a sinner, hoping you remember me. Father God, that this come to enemies are hunt and nobody fi run to. Police are war criminal in night jungle. Them a carry gun, so me have to carry gun too. Tell you about beef, kind of things say I stay. Better yet sleep on the wind when you wake. Try keep the peace, but the peace keep me safe. Life never cheap, me worrying this for the drama is street. But me dark and never, but me smart and clever. Brother chant one prayer, place warm, so be lucky for you, I'm like treasure. Police and soldier, the corporal there. Bible there, your finger pan trigger. Foot the pan pedal, me know what me in. Nobody can judge me, the whole of we are sinner. When my brother say no, remember the killer. Hello, it's me, talking as a sinner, praying to you earnestly. It's cold and freezing, praying as a sinner.